The CJ McCollum trade, was this a big win or a big flop for the New Orleans Pelicans? What's up, everybody? This is ParlayDoc representing OddsJam.com, and today we're going to break down and analyze very quickly the big trade that broke up the Portland Trailblazers dynamic duo of Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum that have been playing together since 2013 by sending CJ McCollum and his big contract extension over to the New Orleans Pelicans in a big trade. So first of all, who exactly was involved in this trade? On one hand, you had the Portland Trailblazers sending over CJ, his big contract, Larry Nance, and Tony Snell over to the New Orleans Pelicans. On the Pelicans side, you had them sending over Josh Hart, Tomas Satoransky, Walker, Didi Louzada, a protected first-round pick this upcoming year, as well as 2 future second-round picks. Now, very briefly, on the Trailblazers side, we kind of have a sense of what they're trying to achieve. They have already offloaded Covington, Norm Powell. Now they got CJ off the books with his money. They're trying to get some money off the books, get under that luxury tax, pick up some young pieces, accumulate some draft picks, and then who knows what they'll do with that, package it for other trades, just keep accumulating picks to build around Damian Lillard. Now, for critics on the side of the Trailblazers, I think they have some validity in terms of, was this a move that should have happened years ago? Okay, because is it a little too late? Is Dame kind of too close to the end of his prime? How many years left can you really have to build around him? So these are fair criticisms. Now, we'll see how it plays out. On the Pelicans side, it's kind of intriguing because, look, I think CJ brings some stuff to the table to help out the franchise, but because of his age, his salary, the way the roster is currently constructed, I think you can argue either way. Is this too much of a forced win now type of scenario with the front office feeling some heat and feeling compelled they got to do something and make a push now at the detriment of their future and future flexibility? Or is this truly a move as a stepping stone to kind of go in the direction of building a championship team? So here are just some quick thoughts and bullet points. On one hand, you have CJ, who obviously is a savvy veteran. He's going to bring some experience and leadership to this young team. He brings you some outside shooting with a career three-point percentage, somewhere in the 38% range. The Pelicans are struggling there. But look, he's around 30 years old. You're going to now be saddled with a $100 million type of contract. So that kind of limits what you can do, financially down the road. And look, he's kind of already been in that 1A role as a wingman. And where do the Trailblazers go, right? You have alpha in Lillard. You have CJ as a 1A, and you had some really nice complementary role players there over the last few years during several playoff pushes. And the Trailblazers could just never get over that hump. So what's telling us that things are going to be any different here on the Pelicans? So those are a couple things to consider. The other thing is the Pelicans actually have about, if I'm not mistaken, close to 13 players who are going to be under contract for the upcoming year. So what true, roster moves can be made in this offseason? I guess you could package some things together, maybe package a few of your upcoming draft picks, see who else you can pick up to kind of bolster this roster a little more. But I think what you're going to see in the next few months is kind of what you're going to get. So we're looking at a lineup realistically of Herb Jones, CJ McCollum, Valanciunas in the middle, Brandon Ingram, and again, the big X factor, Zion Williamson. Is he going to come back this season? Is he going to come next season? But just that lineup I just gave you, right? Jones, McCollum, Valanciunas, Ingram, Williamson. Does that sound like a championship team? I could make an argument that it's going to be a playoff team when all of them are together and they're all healthy. But championship team, I just don't know. I don't know if I really see that as being a big threat to make a championship push if that's what we're going to be seeing next year. And the way that the roster and all the finances are being set up, it's going to be very close to what we're probably going to see as like a starting lineup minus some surprise move over the offseason. So look, these are some of the things that kind of came to mind for me. Is this too much of a win now and the front office trying to make this over-aggressive push just to see how far they could push it with what they got and doing this a little too soon at the detriment of their future? Or do you see this as a stepping stone in the right direction? CJ's going to bring that leadership. When Zion's back, he's going to be some kind of beast and they're going to gel together. They may make some other offseason moves to make the roster better, and the Pelicans are going to take this, the NBA by storm next season. So, look, I think it's just a so-so trade for the Pelicans. I don't think it was great. I don't think it was terrible, but I don't really see it as being a blockbuster on their end, for their championship aspirations. But I've been wrong plenty of times. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments below. Maybe we'll have a chance to talk about the Sabonis trade as well. So look, if you like our content, check out our library, like, subscribe. And for those of you who are new to sports betting, remember, bet smart, educate yourselves, look at our catalog of videos, and check out oddsjam.com. Until next time, good luck on all your wagers.